Hello everyone, welcome to class 16 of CM1. I'm Pratap from Smears Education Solutions. I'll discuss pthly payable annuities today. Developing annuities is very crucial in progressing smoothly and learning the topics conceptually, because annuities will come in most of the chapters of CM1. We've already come across these four kind of annuities, the basic annuities. In today's class, we'll learn pthly payable annuity. So you just write a P here and the formula will change to this IP. Remember, this is a ready-made formula. You write a P here and P here. This is the next one. You write a P here and then P here. You write a P here, then P here. So these are the four pthly payable annuities. And this will be a very important class for you. So let's start with annuities and come to pthly payable annuities. From 1 year, we are moving to one period. Here in this case, the period is 1 year. This is one, this is one, this is one, this is one. Why the period is 1 year? Because I've already written 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I will not write these numbers, then it could be anything. Suppose I will change it to 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, 4 by 4. Then the period is no more 1 year. It's a quarter. Then also we'll write A4. Even if I write 12, here 12, here 12, here 12, then also we'll write A4. A4, where A4 comes? A4 comes from these four payments. 1, 2, 3, 4. All are 1. So I'm not writing anything. If I make it 100, of course, they must be same. We are doing level annuities. You need to write 100. Why there is no due here? Because the payments are in arrears. For this year, there is a payment here. For this year, there is a payment here. For this year, when I say, I have to erase all this in years. Okay. So if this is for this year, this one, for this year, this one. These are the four payments. And the present value of all these four payments is 100 A4. Now, when you know the present value, how to find the present value, you know also the concept of period, we can move to sub periods. In sub period, what will happen? A period will be divided into some sub periods. Now, suppose let me stick to one only, because according to this, we'll find this one. Here we have 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year. And I will introduce half here. If you want to differentiate this half, then we can use, suppose this sync 1 by 2, 3 by 2, 5 by 2 here, 7 by 2 here. Then let me write the payments. Instead of 1 in 1 year, let me write half here, another half here. The one payment I've divided into two parts. One after 6 months, that is 2 quarter. Half after another 2 quarter, that is 6 months. Here you can write half. The total is 1. Here also you can write, then here half. The total is 1 in a year. In any case, it doesn't matter whether you are paying once or twice. Here 1 is payable once in a year. You can write here, this is the present value The language is very important. Present value of a series of payments of 1 unit of money payable once. Once means I will not write. 1 unit of money payable at the end of each year for 4 years. You can generalize this one for n years. Now going from here to here, this one A4, then here also you have 1 here, 1 here. So in total you have 1 anyway. Now you need to find the present value here. The notation will be the same, but you have to write a superscript here. Suppose I want to write the present value here, then I will write A4 and 2 here. There is no coefficient, that is 1. That is why we are dividing into half and half here. The total is 1 anyway. This total is 1. This total is 1. This total is also 1. These are the 4 ones. You have to add all payments in a year and they must be equal. Half you can divide, and the coefficient is 1 here. If you are thinking, no, why coefficient is 1 and why you are writing half, if I write 1, suppose here 1, then what will happen? In a year you have 2 payments. Forget about the interest rate, but 1 plus 1, that will be 2. But if you see the other case, it's only 1 in a year. Suppose interest rate is 0%. This guy is getting 1 in a year, but this guy will get 1 plus 1, 2 in a year. So you have to divide. You have to make it sure that yearly the total payment is 1 in any case. It's payable once or twice, it doesn't matter. That's how the coefficient is 1. When I wrote 100 here, if you remember 100, the coefficient was 100. And if you want to get the coefficient 100, you have to write 50-50 here. 50-50 this way. But we'll go to that later. Let me write the notation, standard notation. Then we'll go to the coefficient case. Coefficient is 1 here. So I'm not writing anything. The notation is A42. And the formula, let me write. The formula for A and P is 1 minus V power n. Originally we had I here. Now we'll have IP. That is the difference. Instead of I, we have to write IP. Now we'll do a problem and we'll try to do by both the methods. This is very, very important, because in the subsequent chapters, you will see the use of annuity everywhere. Now come to this one. This is 0, 1 quarter, 2 quarter, 3 quarter, 4 quarter. This is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. this is 2, 3. Now here there is a payment. Suppose it's 1 by 4, or even you can write 0.25. Here 1 by 4. Here I have 1 by 4. Here I have 1 by 4. It will continue. Here 1 by 4. Here 1 by 4. Now see the total payments in a year. This total payment is 1 in a year. So I'll write 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, 4 by 4 is 1. You continue this, 1 by 4. You can write 5 by 4 here, 6 by 4, 7 by 4, 8 by 4 is 2. This is also 1. Now we had 4 years here and 8 quarters. Again, remember 1, 2, this is 1 year, 1, 2, then 1, 2, 1, 2. You count that way. The total periods are 8 in the first method. Whatever you studied by now, if you apply that, you say that there are 8 periods. However, when you write the notation this way, AN2 will not say 8 periods. Periods are 4 here. In this case, when you are writing this kind of a notation, remember periods we don't change. There are 4 periods only. Here, we have 4 periods. This is 1 period from here to here. This is 1 period. This is 1 period. This is 1 period. 1 period is 1 year. Mostly I'm saying. So here there are 4 periods. Will not say there are 8 periods. And there is a concept of sub period. Every period is divided into sub periods. Here this period is divided into 2 sub periods. So if you want, I can write it also so that you can remember. Here number of periods 4 and number of sub periods 2 in each period. However, when you use first method, if you count this way, 1, 2 this way, then what will happen? You will have 8 periods and the notation will be different. Notation will be A8. We write 8 here. When we say 8 periods, we write 8 here. Also, we write the amount also half here, whatever amount you have. We'll go to that. And here there is no concept of sub-period. Everything you have to manage in periods only. There is no concept of sub-period. We change our period from 1 year to half year. But here we will not change our period. We will introduce sub-period. That is the second method. Let's proceed further. Here number of periods you see there are 3, and also you have to write period is 1 year. We are not writing because by default we are taking period 1 year. Okay, let me write here period 1 year, number of periods 3 here, and number of sub periods in each period. Four. These are the 4 payments. Let me write 1 by 4 here, 1 by 4 here, 1 by 4 here, 1 by 4 here. Then again I can start from here. See, the payments are in arrears. Here for this period or sub period, the payment is here. So we are doing in arrears now. If you do in advance, you have to write it due. We'll go to that later. 1 by 4 here, 1 by 4 here, 1 by 4 here, 1 by 4 here. This total is 1. Now, when you find the present value of all these payments, the notation will be three periods. In each period, there are 4 sub periods. There is nothing in the coefficient that is 1 because we have divided this way. We wanted that the total is 1. We'll solve some problems, but before going to some problems, let me tell you one more thing here. Now, this is A4. These are the 4 payments, 1, 1, 1, 1. And when we've divided this into 2 parts, I got this. So if you find the value, suppose you evaluate this one using some I, V, whatever, here you get more or here you get more. That we'll discuss. This is better or this is better. Let me write here. Suppose this is 1 and this is 1. 2 lines we have. Suppose I will offer 1 lakh to you for some task, some project. I will offer 1 lakh at the end of each year. And then I will change it to 50,000 every half year. Which one is better for you? Let me write here 2, 3 here. Initially, I offered 1 lakh at the end of each year. Then I said, no, I don't want to give 1 lakh each year. I thought once again, you might be needing money frequently. So I'll give you 50,000. That is half 50,000. Half lakh, that is 50,000. 50,000 each half year. Which one is better? You will deny this offer or you will say, no, this is better for me. This is better for you because what will happen is when you get this money, if you invest for this period, it will grow to 52, suppose 52, 55, whatever. It will depend on the interest rate. However, it will be half plus something. That means more than half. If some of you opts for this one and you opt for this one, this guy will get 1 after 1 year. You get anyway after 1 year, and this half you got after 6 months. You invested that earned some interest. Now this half plus half, you have more than 1. When your friend A got 1 lakh, you got 1 lakh 10,000 or 1 lakh 5,000. That extra amount, this period interest rate. So this is better. More frequent payments are better always. And when total payments match, total payment is 1 year, total payment is 1 year. If total payments are not matching, 1 you are getting, then you will get a lot, will not compare anyway, that one. When total payments are matching, then obviously second one is better. You make half up. This is better than this. If you start from this one, AN, then we'll go to AN2, then we'll go to AN4. Remember here, there are n periods and we have 1 payment in 1 period. Here there are n periods. We have 2 periods for all n years, n periods, 2 sub periods. Here 4 sub periods in every year. Every period we have 4 sub periods. That is the concept. And remember, you should not change I. I is I always in this method. Whatever is given, you have to use that. You cannot change the I to some J or capital I. You can't change this one. This is ready-made formula, ready-made method. We'll do one problem. Things will be cleared for you. One problem by both the methods. Let me write one example. Find the value January 2021 of payments of 500 payable on 1 July 2021. Then the next one, after 1 July, you have again 1 January 2022. Then you can write 500 payable (2020). Okay, we'll have to write July. Now we have 4 payments. Then we have another one payable on 1 Jan 2023. So if you see, the gap is 6 months here, half year. There are 4 payments. Okay, so we can do by 2 methods. Now let me draw the timeline. Method 1 means old method, whatever you already studied. Here you have to write this way. This is 0. 1 January 2021, that is 0. And then you have 1, 2 here. Let me write all the payments. 500 here, 500 here, 500 here, and 500 here. In the notation for the present value, that was 500 A4. We were never worried about the period. We've always changed period whatever way we wanted. We wanted period to be half a year, so we changed the period. So consequently, we had to change not only the period but also the interest rate. So it was like this. Suppose I 10% given. Let me write I 10% per annum. Here I can write if the rate of interest per annum is 10% effective, then you have to find 501 minus. Here you need to see that period is not 1 year. So you have to change I here. And I was given 10%. We know I2 divided by I, and that is 4.88%. We already know this. So we can use that one here. And from this you can find V. And then you find this value. We'll do that. We'll see the answer. We'll check both. I will come back to this one. Let's go to method 2. In method 2, will not do anything. Suppose you have solution here. You will require this space. Now when you do by method 2, for this problem, I would like to complete within this space. Okay, this much space we have. So we'll try to do the problem here. When you do by method 2, this is as I already told you, this is a ready-made formula. Will not change anything because this is a ready-made formula. The notation will write. Let's see if we can do in one line. That would be great. So the notation is total payments in a year. Remember, half we have written, so we got 1. Now 500, 500. So we'll write 1000 here. The yearly payment, that is the coefficient. And then how many periods we have? You count 0, 1, 2, 2 periods we have. We don't have 4 periods. We have 2 periods here. How many periods here? We have 4 periods and each period is half a year. Here we have 2 periods. Each period is divided into 2 sub-periods and period is 1 year. Here period is half year. Here 1 period is 1 period, no sub-period. Here 1 period is divided into 2 sub-periods. So we'll write a 2 here. Because we have twice 2 payments in a year. You see here 2 I enclose, 2 here. Okay, that's how we have a 2 here. If I make it 3 here, I add 2 payments. This will be 3. This will not change because the periods are half yearly. And then when you want to find this, whatever I is given, you have to use that I. Will not change 10%. This is a ready-made formula. So my answer will be 1000. I'll use the formula if I've written before. Yeah, I've written before. 1 minus V power N. N is this one. The subscript divided by IP, I2. And then this will be 1000. V is 1 upon 1 plus I. We know 1 minus 1.10 power minus 2. And this one I2 we know here because we know I2 by 2. We know I2 as well. So I2 will be 9.76. 0.0976. If you multiply this, then you get the answer here. And if you want to find this one, I is 0.0488. And then you write here 1 minus V4. 1 plus I power I is 0.0488. See here 1.10 power minus 4 here. V power 4 power minus 4. We'll check what is the difference. There will be a little bit difference because we are not using all the digits from the calculator. Okay. Now I got 1777928 and here 177821. Okay. This much for today's class. If you enjoyed, please like and share this video and subscribe to our channel to keep up with our latest content. Thank you.